On medic, we have Menti, a German medic who's he's kind of been around for a while. I think he played quite a bit of Highlander as well, and then he played on a bunch of really good Sixes teams. But I think we have actually gone live. Yeah, they didn't beta this time around. So here we go. It's going to be Ascent versus Loli squad. It's going to be on Golly Wars, best of one. Winner moves on to the next round. Let's go.
So no sniper from Genk, not yet. Ignis is really going really aggressive, maybe on drop zone, trying to get for adysky, but it gets shut down by Samski, who actually had a read on Ignis' mind. And Thief falls as well to a nice rocket from Polygon. That should be an easy point now for adysky, who's just walking over the mid, and he's getting his team to go over choke. And yeah, that was quite an easy mid for Ascent.
Yeah, very kind of slow rolling, just slowly got all the advantages that they needed. Blood is gonna barely make it out live there, just dodges some bullets and some random spam. But once again, they just kind of get second for free. Gonna move forward, and now we're gonna see some sniper. I assume no, Genk is gonna go on heavy. So I think he's just gonna try and deny any jumpers in, because that's kind of the obvious thing to look out for right now.
Lolis was on NG and he tried to put a sentry, but that was a mini sentry. He completely switched on his phone. That was fun.
He's actually on a banner, so finally we do see it. I can shut up about it now. So he's probably going to be a little bit more aggressive than otherwise. And we have a spy looking around. That's Gink. King Gink.
Samski is going sniper, and as soon as you mentioned Tubbs on the banner, it just died, and you don't want your banner soldier to die because you have to load your charge up all over again, so that's not really good. Sorax is on the point, and I don't think he's been caught.
Yeah, there's a sniper in main as well, so now that's going to bait people down, and that's going to mean it's going to be a bunch of Ubers coming in. I think Menti just popped that hardly in part of the spam, but also because the sniper was looking at him. Either way, he managed to pop it before he drops. Blood is going to get taken down, and this is looking like a really solid push for Ascent right now. Just all about, can adysky actually make it out alive? He cannot. Menti will actually pick up that kill, and that's going to cause everyone else from Ascent to move back out. Samski's still on sniper, so they can just play back really passively and have their sniper just try to pick off anyone that goes too far forward.
Loli squad was acting as like they wanted to move up and go to second, but yeah, I think that was a good call to just go back to last and hold your point, because there were two down on each side. Gink left the server, so I'm assuming he's just restarting, and that would have no impact on the game. Yeah, Samski asked DM server, maybe Gink just had an auto join on the DM server MGE and just left for some reason. But now Ubers are the same. Samski is still on sniper, and I guess his team will make him pick on either on Riverside or balcony really aggressively in a second. He's going now, he's going on the
Samski?
smoke fences?
Oh, that's the hero shot, right, when you stand up there on that one. We've seen so many players do it before. And now Gink will actually go in there, try to do the same, do just the opposite. Blood is going to take a headshot. That's going to mean he's almost not buffed anymore, because he's a heavy.
Gink died, and he completely got owned by Trudeau. Maybe that's why he wanted to do some DM. Maybe he's not warming up enough. Oh, Sorex, you said he was a bit rusty, but here he completely denies Ignis and gets a frag.
To be fair, I did say he was going to go huge in my prediction.
That's right.
So he's actually going to put some time on the point. Doesn't quite bait out the stickies properly, so he will get taken down. But I appreciate the effort there. Gink's going to go in very aggressively here. Eventually going to get just sticky it off, and he will back off as well.
Gink is the kind of guy who doesn't really like to wait, and he likes to go for kind of aggressive play, risky, that doesn't really put his team in danger, so I'm expecting him to pick aggressively quite a lot. And Samski is now trying to get something on main, but it's been cold. I don't think this is going to work out, and he's rotating to main again. That was a weird stuff.
Yeah, Samski's just gonna almost see the sniper. Yeah, managed to give him a body shot just right in the navel region. We'll get him. But both snipers were buffed, so they're gonna have to just rotate around. And there we go. Nope. These snipers just keep wandering into each other's view and then going back out again. And at this point, Top should have a pretty solid build on his banner. So
Loli squad, yeah, you mentioned it. Loli squad is really as we have a pause right now. Maybe Gink left for another DM server, I don't know. But yeah, Tobbs I think he's been using the banners all season long. So if there's a team who knows how to use banners, it's Loli Squad, and especially Tobbs. And I remember casting the game versus 3.5 stars, the high finals, and the fights with the banners were so good for Loli Squad because no one really knows how to play versus it, because not many teams run it, and in the end Tobbs was completely destroying people with his banner.
Yeah, we saw it like with Shadowburn using it and nobody knew how to play against it. It takes some adjustment to get used to. Also, it's worth noting saying that Polygon is actually also on the banner. I believe he's on the Conqueror, or the Conqueror. So, you know, that's it's a different banner, but the same deal. You know, they're both on the cow mangler as well. They just want to spam the hell out of it. They don't want to do ammo management.
Well, we mentioned it in the previous map with Ascent. They like to play with unlocks. We saw adysky and the squeaky, and so I'm not surprised to see Polygon with the banner as well.
Yeah, I've never actually really thought about what banner is better. Lollies will go down here to Samski, so that could open up to some doors to maybe some suicides or further peeks in from a sniper. Samski definitely gonna go on the balcony here. Yeah, ooh, we got a really nice view there, but the sword will jump in and take down Menti.
He gets the drop out of Menti. Really nice bomb, but in the same way, it shouldn't have happened. There was no one to deny the aggression of Polygon. Ignis trades a frag with Sorex, and it's just a reset, but not really a reset, because now Babs has 100% ad.
Yeah, very much so. Let's see, I need to update my HUD. Yeah, there we go. Babs has a massive advantage. It's just a matter of how will they go in. You can go into Shutter, then you have to deal with pyros often, but there is no pyro. I think it's going to be a banner from Tops. Centrigun has gone down. That's a good start. So now you can just move forward here. And there's still no Uber in sight at all coming up here from Menti. So Uber's coming from Riverside. Pretty interesting spot here as Polygon comes in there, but the banner does indeed come out. And that's going to make it a lot more difficult to do damage.
He used the banner but then timed out. That's so unfortunate. So there's no buff for his team.
Okay, that's one counter to the banner. Just DDoS him. Let's jump in here. Yeah, alright. That is so unfortunate.
That's so unlucky. Because I'm sure they would have held it, because the Uber didn't look quite good and the heavy didn't die. Oh, that's really, really unlucky for Loli's Club.
Yeah, that's unbelievably unlucky. That's like Condom dropping, like just timing out when he had a full Uber and stuff like that. That's basically the same thing. But yeah, everyone could just move in. So we're on a mid-fight here. Both demos are going to be pressured a little bit by scouts, but they'll otherwise be fine. Neither team has quite made a move yet. You see both soldiers underneath for for Loli Squad. Now they're going to jump up, not really doing too much work. And it's actually going to be heavily in favor of Ascent right now, this middle. Just the soldiers got really denied from Loli Squad here. And adysky's coming from behind, takes down a scout with a nice pipe. And he wants more. Takes down another scout as well.
And then she dies to Sorex. Really, really nice play from Sorex, who just went for it with his demo and get the cleanup frags. And I remember the previous game, Ascent lost every middle versus Antic by playing really passive, waiting for aggression, and it didn't work out versus Antic. But now that the team in front of them is quite weaker, their passive hold seems to work better.
Oh! Babs dropped Uber to the sniper.
And she said she clicked, but
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Drop your medic, win anyway. And then both scouts just raced onto the point. It was like, this is bad. What do we do? Onto the point and then the win. It worked.
Yeah, there's no reason to be mad now. The point was capped, but yeah, that was quite unfortunate. You usually want to use as soon as the door opens, so you don't get killed by something like that. As
a medic main, trust me when I say you're gonna stay mad. Babs actually takes a lot of damage early on from Fia. As so far she's gonna have to move pretty far back. Ignis gonna jump in very aggressively. Does some damage to a scout, but most of it gets just denied by Kratos. The second soldier comes in, gets airshot by Polygon. And I think this is gonna be it. Yeah, another nice pipe from adysky. Full retreat going on here. They don't want to get rushed down again. So he wants it, but he has no help, so he's just gonna back off. Great mid. coming up from
Yeah,
Ascent.
we could see another one. It's another time the passive hold works wonder versus both Ignis and Tobbs, who are quite aggressive on mid. But Ignis and Sorex are just chilling with a medic and waiting for the soldiers to bomb.
Oh no, Menti goes down.
Oh, was it spam?
Yeah, that was spam. At least that's what finished him. I think he took like a direct pipe and then some rollers finished him off. Or something. But yeah, that was unfortunate. You could just see him kind of dance around not really knowing what to do, and then eventually he just died. So perhaps they're just going to pop it in very safely here. They're going to put some players onto the point, try and block everyone else from it. They haven't actually put time onto the point. And Polygon will get them here, and they're just feeding alive. Yeah, gonna go down.
From the random spam from adysky. Wow, that round was quite quick. I guess 1 minute and 30 seconds, something like that.
Yeah.
It's only been 10 minutes, only 3-0. I think Ascent is getting the grasp out of Loli squad. Loli squad out to try maybe a more passive mid now because the aggressive mid didn't work at all. So they out to try something new.
Yeah, very much. They're taking a lot of damage from adysky and Victor. This time around they seem to mostly dodge it, so that's a good start to any of these mids. The Soldier's about to jump in here. Yeah, there we go. Both blue Soldiers come in and they take a lot of damage out of the medic, but they don't quite get any kills. That's really not what you want to do, right? Like, you want to go in there and you don't want to damage everyone, you want to kill a few individual players and then move on from there. But they didn't quite manage to do that. There's just going to be a single Skylar that's Bloodies taking on Samski up in the rafters. And can he make it out alive? He has 11 HP. It looks like he has made it. Yeah, barely managed to make it out alive. But another great mid for Ascent, and they're just completely owning right now.
They're just waiting on their part of the point and just getting frags. I don't understand that Loli squad doesn't have a read on this already. It's been like 4 mid and the same outcome for the 4th of them.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna have an Uber in onto the last point here. We're gonna focus the heavy quite a bit. Actually, just only one player onto this heavy finally gets taken down, but they were pretty ineffective. A scout on the point, that'll at least take the stiggies off of it. The soldier's going to be up on the rim here, and he will take down a soldier. He's going to be on the point. He's putting time on it. They need to go on to him and deal with him, and the soldier comes in from behind as everyone else was distracted. That's going to be a cap, and that's going to make it 4-0 in favor of Ascent in 11 minutes as well.
I think that's called a roll. Again, I think I'm just going to repeat myself, but that was a quick round, and Loli squad has to play passive now, otherwise it's just going to be over in 2 minutes.
Yeah, they're just feeding the scouts right now. Crater and Sorks are just beasting it. Gink's gonna not do that though. He's gonna be very aggressive into the face of the demo man, and the scout has already run behind for Ascent. I think it's probably Sorks, right? If I know Sorks, it is indeed. And yeah, they're not being passive, that's for sure. They're just bombing in there, just hitting some nice pipes, and Tobbs will get a nice pick there, and Ignis will get one as well, but eventually they just get cleaned up, and now it's just Gink alive. Oh, it actually gets a Polygon, but can he take down 2 players? Nope.
That's an improvement. They got Babs and adysky, so met down. They have a slight edge if Menti doesn't drop. But I'm confused to see that they tried the same thing over again.
Well, look where Samski has gone. He's like, he jumped forward and now he's hiding in this corner. So it's very interesting. He took a little bit too much damage, but you know, he's definitely unseen so far. If they can make the enemy medic go up there somehow, then they'll be in a good spot. But it's a very clever play. I like it. Like kind of Mackie-esque.
I think he has to jump to get out, right? He can't just walk out of the rocks.
Yeah, you can. I'm pretty sure if you just crouch, you can do it.
Oh, okay. He has the moves.
There you go. So he's finally jumping in. Nobody spotted him. And he gets really nice rockets up, but no.
Oh, he completely beefed. I mean, the trap was really good, but then you can't beef 2 rockets and just get a splash after the 3rd one. It's really unfortunate. Well, in the end, the play was good, but the execution lacked a bit. Doesn't hurt Ascent.
We have a crit streak, by the way. I just noticed.
From Babs.
Yeah,
I assume adysky's on quickie then.
He is.
Yeah, that's another classic Ascent strategy. adysky loves to do it. The go to quickie when Babs at the crits, and it's. I remember versus 7, it works wonder on Snake Water.
Yeah, he's gonna move down into big door, so maybe if they can find enough, they'll go for it. Samski again dying though. It's really unfortunate. That's gonna slow everything down. I definitely think that Menti is unaware of the crit streak, And you can't really take an Uber exchange. And the medic,
Menti drops again. So this time it's not really unuseful because the combination of critical and quickie works well, but that should be, unless Gink with the saving grace gets all the frags, he gets
3-on-1
gone quite weak. Yeah, he dies, but that's sad. Yeah, that's sad. There's not much to say.
Sniper sticky if ever saw. I actually thought that the Chris got dropped before she popped it, but she barely got it in time. See Tops taking out Samski with 3 HP. Samski has now lost like 3 fights in a row or something where he gets picked off. It's not too impactful right now because it's just a last push going on. But still, you should probably tone it down. You're losing fantasy points basically. You don't want to do that.
So back on the regular minigun now. The effect of surprise gone. They want to go for something more classic. And as I say that, Samski is going for the spy play. It worked really well versus Antique, where he got both Seroton and Smear. So can he do it again?
It's a good question. It is a pretty obvious time to go spy. Just the fact that it's the first time that he's gone any kind of off class was probably like a helping factor. He's gonna have to make his way up these stairs. A fatty gets in his way, so he's not really in a good position yet. And Sorgs even went down, so that's gonna mean that everyone else is having to back off quite a bit. And they're actually not. That's very interesting. There's a scout in lower lobby just taking fights. What is Gink doing? That's weird.
That's the third drop of Menti with the spy. Nobody was aware of Samski going in, and he doesn't even die, and no one looked in the back. The banner is used from top. Really timed out this time.
Gets the demo man. That's a really key pick. Gets the medic and the demo man. Can he get this soldier with a front stab? No, he can't. But yeah, that worked really well for Samski, and that's going to be a 5-0 roll. Ascent taking out Loli squad. Loli squad, they're going to have to improve quite a bit next season of Prem, I'd say. Otherwise, it's going to be an uncomfortable season for them.
Well, that was the first roll of the night. We kind of expected it, but still, that's a bit sad. But yeah, looking how the match went, there was no chance for Loli squad to be better than this.
Alright, we got some logs and perhaps an interview. So
look at Sorex!
He did it! He's finally getting there, man. So happy.
Yeah, you called it really nice.
Yeah, he went 18 for 5. That's really good. 247. That's very respectable. And he was definitely pounding.
Another nice stat is Menti's Uber. He used 1 Uber for 3 drops. I think that's a questionable ratio.
Ooh. Yeah, that's like, I'm no math major, but I'm gonna say that's bad overall to have a less than 1-to-1 ratio of drops to Uber. I don't think I've ever seen that actually. Oh my god.
That's a bit rough, let's be honest.
75% drop rate. That's incredible. I don't know why that's so funny to me.
Well, to be honest, only one was on him. The other 2 were sniping crits and the spy, but yeah, you don't want to see these stats. Nope. Yeah, Tops was struggling. He went 4 for 11. He had decent damage, but I guess people didn't follow up. Blood is 4 for 10. Yeah, it's not very good. And then Gink 9 for 9. He got some damage, he got some kills, but he went out and died a lot, and then it cost his team. So maybe dial back the aggression a little bit. I don't know if he was just playing aggressive because it's a one-night cup or something, but yeah, probably a bit too aggressive there. Yeah, they lacked a bit of read in the game. I don't know how the previous game went. Maybe they just got worn out of playing so much tier 2. I don't know, but yeah, you said it. If they're going to Prem next season, they have a few talking points to work on. Yep,
absolutely, for sure. We do have actually adysky sitting around in the mumble, so yeah, alright. I'm gonna drag those guys in and hear their thoughts on the tournament so far. So welcome Samski and adysky. Congratulations on your window. That was one of the faster maps you've played so far today, I assume.
Thank you.
Yeah, it wasn't as tense as the first one.
So we're not going to talk much about this game because it wasn't really interesting, I guess.
No, I pondered this game.
But while we have you there, let's get back on your game versus Antic, I suppose. That was really close. You were one down for a really long time, and then you made a comeback real. How do you feel about playing Antic this early in the tournament?
Slightly upset. I don't know. We were quite upset by the seedings, but we just played like, what can we do at this point when the seedings are already picked? And we came in shaky. We haven't scrimmed for like 3 weeks, pretty much since the season ended. We haven't scrimmed at all, and this is pretty much our first game together. So the start was a little bit shaky. I forgot how to main call apparently, and then we just got it back. It was good.
Yeah, all right. So this is obviously like kind of the beginning. Do you plan to scrim after this? Like, when do you start planning to? When do you plan to start scrimming for I-61?
So
this is our start.
Yeah, we plan to start this week, but there's a lot of teams at the moment that wanted a little bit of a break after playoffs, obviously, but we didn't make playoffs, so it meant that we had to wait slightly longer. But yeah, like adysky said, I hadn't played obviously the last 2 weeks of, or the last week and a half of the season as well, because I was on holiday. So it's been a while since all of us have played together, so the bit on Badlands especially as well was like week 1 maps, week 2 maps or something like that, so it was a very long time since we played that map together, but it was okay.
It's like 3.5 weeks until the one, so probably very soon, like next week for sure, we want to start.
So now that you've beaten Antic quite closely, you've got an easy game versus Loli squad, and if everything goes to plan, you're probably going to play versus Swift on the next round. How do you feel you can perform versus the Banny team?
Didn't they play like very poorly in their first match? We watched that game because we had a buy round.
Yeah.
And,
the real question is, are you better than Imaginary Gaming?
What is Imaginary Gaming? Is that the doll?
Yeah, it is. Like, it was I think they capped at 2 seconds before the end, and then won the golden cap, but that was really shaky. And they won their second map like 5-0 really easily too. I think it's kind of like you on paper, like they had their close game and then win the second one easy. So yeah, how do you feel that you're gonna clash versus them?
I don't know. Probably a very close game. That's what I'm expecting. I don't know. We've scrimmed them like once or maybe twice before, because they started scrimming as we were taking a break. So it's gonna be difficult. We don't know what we're expecting in this game much.
Alright, I'm kind of curious, just kind of looking beyond this one night cup. Like, what do you feel like? How is the power level going into I-61? Like, are there any standout teams? Do you think it's going to be a close tournament? Like, do you think you guys have a chance of like making it to the finals? Like, how do you feel about it?
I think it's impossible to tell right now, just because you can take the results of the brackets, the results of the playoffs for Premiership this season. I don't think many people were expecting the results that did occur, especially like Arctic Foxes, when people wrote them off after they lost the first game because there was a obvious lack of motivation for most of the team, and then they win the season. Now people like say that down to like massive plays from Tiger. You can put it on anything, but they played better. They were the better team. I honestly think that at LAN it's just going to be who shows up. Banny obviously always plays well at LAN, and he won't have 200 ping, which he has like right now. And Swift were looking really strong with their main roster. Ast was absolutely pounding in the last couple of weeks. So I think they're going to be a force to be reckoned with. But then Low Panda as well. It'll be nice to see Mr. Epic and Ubers without like massive ping as well, and like see how they do it. So yeah, I think it's too close to call, and obviously how the group games go will decide it.
Yeah, also going to be interesting. Like, is Sorix allowed to bring his hacks to LAN, or is he actually going to have to like go cold turkey and just actually play like normal?
Actually, kind of worried about Creddy more than Sorix.
So is there anything going on with Creddy?
No, he has a trigger bot.
Yeah,
the thing with Sorix
I saw that on stream.
Sorix disabled his hacks this season. That's why he's had a bit of a cold season, so that he could get used to it before LAN.
Did you? I don't think you turned your hacks on though, Samski.
Me? No, I'm bad.
Yeah, maybe you should.
Nah. I will stay bad.
I think the last piece of information there is you recently got sponsored by Ascent. This is your first night out with the Ascent tag on. So yeah, how do you feel about it?
Adam, you want to say?
I was zoned out. Can you answer that one? I actually don't know.
Oh, it's fine. No, it's a privilege. Like, we've been looking for a sponsor for like a while for LAN, just because we wanted to represent someone. We weren't expecting much. We just wanted to like represent an org. And then we sorted this out, and it's a privilege, to be honest. And I like the fact as well that Mailer's watching, and like he's been very like with the team, like very like talking to us all the time. So it's not like one of those orgs that just, you know, separate themselves. So that's really good.
All right. Just a quick note here. There's you had the SSD giveaway when we get was it 500 followers on Twitch and Twitter. So make sure you follow there, and you can win a shiny SSD. I get it in here. All right. Do you think Deox Fan Club has any chance against Swift?
Have they not started playing yet?
They are playing right now.
See, the thing about the first team that played against them is that they had like incredible DMers on their team, and Swift are a bit messy today. So I think the same with Deox's team. They have good DM on their team, so if they just play confident, they could make an upset, but we'll see. Yeah,
that team is Yak, Poison, Scruff, Nation, Ixie, Clark, Martin, and Morrow.
Well, if they play with 9 players, I think they will win.
That's actually a good way to do it. Yeah, I agree. I don't know which one of them. I assume like Ixie is like an absolute beast, right? Like he can just turn it on, and then Poison borderline hacks sometimes, and then Scruff can also have some really on games. So no, it should be interesting to see either way. There's some potential for an upset there for sure, but I think we're all expecting Swift to move on. And,
I think that Solentes is playing for Swift right now as well, which Demol is obviously really good, but I think playing with their like normal roamer is going to make a massive difference. So
you're saying Demol isn't a normal roamer?
No. Like they've been playing with
with their regular roster.
Solentes. Yeah, that's what I mean. Sorry.
Yeah, it's fine, and they have Apiko, who is kind of pounding, even though he's a bit rusty. Yeah, whatever happens, it should be. I think we're all assuming Swift to go to the next round, and it should be a cool semis versus you guys.
Yeah. All right. I think we're gonna say that's it for this interview. We might be able to talk to you guys later. We're gonna do no shoutouts. You'll probably get a chance later on. If you win, you'll definitely get a shout out. So, you know, you're not playing for the money. You're playing for the chance to get a shout out. So that seems fair to me. But other than that, I have just mentioned that Low Panda beat the team called Pat the Doggo. That's a team with like Dr. Phil, Epley, Mac, Chef, Gubbins, Toast, those kind of people. So that was a close 3-2 game. So a lot of good games going on in this thing. And then we have that Choke Busters versus Nunya is still ongoing. That's like the Nunya mix versus Nunya, right?
Yeah, it is. Nunya team versus Nunya mix. This is a derby.
Yeah, all right. But we're going to send it to a break. And then we're going to put some sweet tunes in your head. And then we'll be back and casting some more excellent TF2 action. So make sure you follow this channel. We'll be back in just a second, as soon as possible.